What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be filming the tattoo tag part 1. I have about 20 tattoos, so I cannot cram it all into one video because then we'll be here for like over an hour and nobody wants that. Trust me, not even me. I think tattoos say a lot about a person and the way that they self-express, things that they're interested in and things that they love. And so sharing mine with you is a little bit of a personal thing, but also something that I don't mind talking about because I love the meaning behind every single one of my tattoos. Part 1, I'm gonna do my patchwork sleeve arm, as I like to call it. It has no real theme to it, unlike the rest of my body. The rest of my body kind of ties in together and kind of flows with the theme, especially this arm. But this one is just a patchwork sleeve of things that I love. Starting with the one on my shoulder blade, this tattoo was drawn by my best friend, and it is a swallow bird, and if you look closely, it has a teardrop coming out of its eye. And I got this when I was going to be moving away to California from New York. I was going across the country completely alone for the first time in my life. I've never been to California. I didn't know anyone in California, and so it was something that was a little bittersweet. It was a little scary for me to be leaving my nest. And this tattoo to me symbolizes the bittersweetness of leaving home and learning to fly and leaving the nest and leaving your family. So the next tattoo that I'm going to show you is going down my arm. It is the first tattoo that I ever got when I was 16 years old in Harlem, illegally done, even with parental consent. I got really lucky that it didn't get infected or it wasn't all fucked up and ugly because it was a very sentimental tattoo and it was my first one. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was 16 years old, like I said. And that tattoo is this one on my arm. It is 2 wooden crosses with a blue banner through it with 2 people's names. Those 2 people are family members of mine who died at a very early age and had a big impact on my developmental process as a teenager. And I wanted to honor their memory and their legacy with a tattoo for them. 2 family members of mine actually met their fate through drug addiction and alcoholism. It's basically a reminder that addiction runs deep in my family and to stay on the straight and narrow path and to not fuck around with drugs or alcohol to the extent of becoming addicted and making decisions based off of that lifestyle. That is something that is a constant reminder, and so it is a double meaning. Further down my arm, the next tattoo that I have to show you is this palm right here with the eye in it. Now, in different cultures, this symbol is a representation of luck, meaning the palm is a symbolization of stopping bad spirits and bad luck from entering your body and entering your life. And I decided to sever some of the fingers on the tattoo because I wanted to represent that, yes, I need luck just like everyone else. Sometimes my days are really shitty, life is going really shitty, and I need some good energy and some good luck to come into my life and to embrace my presence. But I don't want all the luck in the world to come to me. I don't want to be completely protected from anything. I want to still have my vulnerability. I want to still have to work through issues. I want to still be faced with challenges. And so, yes, I want luck and I want good energy and I want positivity to come into my life and to protect my health. But also, I want to work for those things. I want some of that to be in my control, and that's what that tattoo means to me. Next, I have this tattoo, which is a tattoo of a moon. This is actually a matching tattoo with my mom. I am very close to my mom, and one day when we were on vacation, basically we're like, let's get a fucking tattoo together. Let's get matching tattoos because why not? I decided to get a more cosmic-y moon with cooler colors. My mom got a blood moon. Me and my mom have a great relationship and it is a symbol of our bond, and we like the fucking moon, so that's that. What I have to show you is this skull with the word wanderer next to it. This tattoo is basically a memory on my skin. Me and my family went to Lake Tahoe and Nevada a few summers ago. So one of the days on our trip, we went horseback riding in the mountains of Nevada. When we got to the stable, I just saw a big skull that resembled this. Obviously, it wasn't mint green, but I saw a skull that resembled this on one of the horse stables, and I was just like, yo, that is fucking dope. I want to capture this moment forever. And so when I flew back to New York, I got it tattooed on my skin. The word wander next to it is basically describing me and who I am. I like to travel, I like to adventure. I don't like to be in the same place at the same time for too long. Going down my arm, I have this quote. This quote reads, "In the right light at the right time, everything is extraordinary." I was living alone in a studio apartment and I was just fucking depressed. I didn't know why I wanted to be in college. I didn't know if I wanted to be in college or what I wanted to study. I hated school. I always did. So I got this quote to symbolize getting through that time of my life and to give me motivation to get through that time of my life. And the meaning behind it, you can take away whatever you want to take away from it, but to me, the meaning behind it is there's hope in the future, and in the right light at the right time, everything will be great. Everything will be extraordinary. Things will get better. It just, timing is everything, and you have to wait for your clock to strike. And so that is what that tattoo means to me. Going into my wrist, I have this dog print with this cross. This is my dog's paw print. No, she's not dead. This tattoo actually came right after this quote tattoo, which showed my mental state. I was very lonely and alone and scared, and my dog lived with me in the apartment that I was renting for college. Essentially, she was one of my only friends who I felt she was my best friend. She was my family, and it sounds silly, but she helped me get through such a hard time in my life, just having her presence and feeling like she understood me, and taking away that loneliness that I felt at that time. So my dog represents a symbol of faith in the world, just an innocence of an animal, and the sweet unconditional love of an animal really is what this tattoo represents. I love dogs as well, so it's kind of like win-win. These two little roses on the front of my wrist represent the two most important women in my life, which is my mom and my grandma. They are my roses. They represent intellect, beauty. I was raised solely by my mom, and my grandma was there a lot, and so I have a great influence by women in my life. I feel very, very connected to a lot of women. Most of my friends are actually women. Actually, like, all of my friends are women. And to get them just to pay tribute to the influence that they had on me as a person, and I think I'm a pretty good person, so my mom did a really great job raising me, and I'm extremely close to my grandma. Now, the last one on my patchwork arm is this one right here. Now, this is a palm tree with a hurricane symbol through it. At the time, I was listening to Halsey a lot, so that's where the idea for the hurricane symbol came through it. Hurricane was the first song that I heard by her, and it really spoke to me. I thought it was dope as fuck, and so that's what basically inspired this. But then the more I thought about it, the more I wanted to combine it with palm trees. Now, palm trees, yes, are my favorite trees, and aesthetically, I love them. They represent tropical paradise and ultimate place of happiness. And the meaning behind those two symbols together is that even paradise, the thing that we all strive for, the thing that we all work towards, the thing that we all fantasize about, whether it be a physical place, a person, a time in your life, paradise, whatever represents paradise to you, can be threatened. In paradise, the ultimate goal can be fragile and can be threatened by a hurricane or a storm or something going wrong. And so there has to be more to live for than the hurricane. You have to hustle. You have to enjoy the hustle. You have to do things that you don't want to do at times. And that is what this represents. It represents that everything can be fragile in life. The last tattoo is this tattoo on my finger, which reads the words lies. Yes, it is on my middle finger. It is my most cheeky tattoo. I got this when I was living in San Francisco, California. This tattoo is literally the title of my favorite Marina and the Diamonds song, entitled Lies. At the time when I found that song, I was going through something that literally spoke volumes to me as a person. I related to it on a very personal level, and so I went in and got it. It is also a reminder that people lie. You know, lying is an easy thing to do and to be aware of it. And then it also means fuck your lies, because I've been lied to a lot and I'm not about that life anymore. That concludes part one of this little trilogy that I'm going to have going on my channel. I really love tattoos, and I love showing you guys the tattoos. Someone requested this, and so I wanted to sit down and do it. If you guys have any cool tattoos or cool ideas for tattoos, leave them in the comments below. If you like this video and want to see more, be sure to push like and subscribe, because pushing buttons and boundaries is fun. Bye, guys.